Welcome back. Sorry for the lack of episode last week, but we were running dry, so post Super Bowl episode. The post Super Bowl has ended, the NFL season is over, but we're still here. We're still here.
We are.
So let's talk about the game. Well, first of all, how are we guys doing? We didn't have an episode last week, so I don't know how you guys are doing, so how are we doing?
Jason, tell me about what's happened, dude. We haven't talked in like 2 weeks.
What you mean, bro? Ain't nothing.
Nothing?
Anything that I'm going to say or do, Buddy's going to have something to say. So
No, I'm not hating this week. I'm not hating this week. I promise
Shut
you.
your ass up, bro.
I promise you. I want to hear. I actually want to hear.
I'm
invested. I'm invested.
I mean, I literally just work at Subway, bro. I don't got nothing going on.
No, you've been going to the gym now, right?
Yeah, hella. I PR'd a little 175 last night.
See, that's something to talk about. Come on,
that's what I'm saying. Hey, all right. Yeah.
There you go.
I was going for 160. I was like, let me try and PR 160, and then I pushed it out for like 5 reps, and I was like, all right, let's try 175.
What was your PR before?
Nothing really. I haven't benched in like 2 years. Last time I bent 2 years ago, my PR was 170, so I'm already 5 over my old one.
Okay, there you go. That's cool.
225 soon. Come on, next up.
Dog.
225. Damn, you skipping a bump.
215 to 225 is the worst jump.
I ain't tripping.
I've been cool. Just a lot of lacrosse still. Season just started up. First game on Saturday.
Dude, you've been saying you have your first game this week for the past 4 weeks.
Scrimmages were the past couple weeks. And now it's like our first actual season game.
Who do you guys play?
Penn Technical College.
Who?
Penn Tech.
Penn Technical.
Do you know where that is? Jossie.
Pennsylvania.
What?
Penn
reckon.
Tech.
Oh, yeah, it's like the tech school.
Are they a Penn State branch?
I think so.
It's like,
I know Penn State has a York college.
you're welcome.
Penn State York. I know they have.
They have like 8 campuses.
Yeah, because we played Penn State York in basketball back in December or something like that. Oh, and guys, if you haven't noticed, we have, I guess, a guest today.
Special guest.
Justin. What's up, Justin?
Yes, sir!
Finally made
Let's
it.
go!
Finally
Two
made it.
threads.
We
Finally
love
makes
to see it. We love to
appearance.
see it.
Finally made it.
Yes. Why?
Mr.
Yes.
Mr.
anything
Elon
brand.
himself.
So Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself, dude.
Yeah, facts. Let them know. Yeah, you may want to
For
be.
management matrix.
Yeah, I go, bro, the
Some
background noise is
basic things, you
egregious.
guys. Club volleyball, Elon.
How's that going? How's it going? I know.
It's a lot of fun.
There you go.
2-hour practices every week. The
There you
tournaments are great. Airbnb with all the guys.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of
That's
cool.
lit. Is
Yeah,
the
it's
team
great.
good?
Yeah.
Would I be starting middle? I'll lie.
No,
Big spiker.
you would not be starting middle.
Would Ryan start at all?
Don't you have a really good opposite?
Yeah, our 2 middles are 6'6".
Good lord. You guys got those really sick jerseys.
Yeah, they're so nice.
Oh my god.
I don't
Did
get
you?
one
You
because
don't
I'm
get them. 13.
Because you're what?
18, but
You're.
Huh?
Alright.
there's one freshman on the 18.
Oh, okay.
It's Justin Leach.
Is it Justin?
That's
Yeah.
Shed.
Fuck that.
Good for him. Do they run a 6'2"?
Yeah.
Is the other setter 6'4"?
No, he's probably 6 foot, but he's athletic. Not black. He's just athletic.
Okay.
Alright.
Jesus,
Well,
dude.
right.
Buddy, what about you?
Yeah, buddy, how you doing?
I have not changed since the last time we talked. Nothing happened. Except it's snowing outside. That's the only...
Like your
And
clothes?
classes might
Same
be...
here.
Oh, yeah, I know Wyatt loves the shirt. Wyatt loves it.
Alright, dude, really?
What'd you have for breakfast?
Buddy?
Everything.
I didn't have anything for breakfast. I don't eat breakfast.
Dude, Ryan, you're
How about
a
lunch?
criminal.
What's so funny, Ryan?
Anything for lunch?
Oh, it was,
I said you had everything for breakfast.
Oh, ha, 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 ha. Nobody else laughed. That's crazy. Lunch.
Not bad. I thought that shit was hilarious.
I'm sure you did. You think a lot of shit's hilarious.
I did.
Lunch. What did I have
Alright.
for lunch? This is... Because campus closed at 12 for us, so I got done my lunch by 12, so... It's low-key something very random. I probably could not tell you, off the top of my head. But for dinner, I had...
You have
Buddy, I
no
got-
idea what you had for
No,
lunch?
I low-key forgot. It's been... Oh,
Oh,
no,
that
I
was
do remember. We had
10 hours
salmon.
ago.
It was we had salmon and potatoes, and that was pretty good.
Who's
Okay,
me?
okay.
Oh, well,
Who's
me and my
we?
friends will eat lunch together.
What are you doing?
You and Timothy?
You
No,
and Tim?
no.
That
My
boy
other
Tim?
friends.
Do you hang out with
Um,
Tim outside the door?
Occasionally.
So
Oh,
no.
we have a
That's
class
what's up.
together.
That's
We have a
what's up.
class together, so sometimes she'll ask.
Do you sit next to each other?
No. I mean, like
Yes,
the class.
you
The class is the class is full, so like there's like no other like spare seats.
Is it assigned seating?
No. But like,
see.
but it's like one of those things like you pick a seat on the first day and you kind of stick with it. Everybody kind of.
Oh, it's like the unspoken rule.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right, cool. Let's get into it.
Buddy,
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
fucking asked me how I am.
Dude,
Why is that?
Why? How
Why
are you
is
today?
that?
How
I
you doing?
bought a
Ryan?
Tottenham shirt.
Of course you did.
Tottenham!
Okay, we asked
Shit,
how
It
you
was
doing.
30
Ryan.
hours.
Liverpool clears IMO.
Okay.
Well, duh. That's like saying the Chiefs are better than the Raiders. Like,
I just like
obviously.
Liverpool. I don't know how good they
Okay.
are.
Well,
they're
soccer
winning,
aside,
like,
let's get
everything
into
right now.
let's get into the
Yeah,
football.
let's get into it.
So NFL season's over. The Super Bowl was on Sunday. Reactions to the game? Anything at all?
BTA, bro. Belt to ass,
That
bro.
was kind of sad.
That was
Chiefs
crazy.
got whooped, man. They got whooped.
I was
Watching
expecting-
that with a bunch of Eagles fans was really annoying, though.
I agree.
I think we're all in. I don't know about Justin, but we're all in like areas where Eagles are like pretty dominant.
I didn't have a
Base
single
wise.
Eagles fan or a Chiefs fan on the hall. It was great.
Yeah.
I wish.
I was with like 8 Eagles fans and like 3 unassociated teams.
There was like a literal parade in the on Main Street, and
What?
it was here. I'll show you the video.
One of my
There's this
boys
dude
tried-
climbing in the. This is our Main Street. There's a dude in the Qdoba sign.
What the
Well, that's
fuck?
fucking crazy.
That's our Main Street. Yeah,
Yeah, we had one of my boys was on top of a pole.
dude, they were climbing poles here too. I don't know what their obsession is with that, but
Hey,
Philly fans might know the least amount of ball too.
it says
It's
you, bro.
crazy.
Dog. He's
How
been
about
arguing Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson for 3 weeks.
Yeah, this is not a fair comparison at all.
Yeah, that's not either. But I will say that Jalen Hurts is extremely overrated, and he finally proved why he's like not a ball.
Overhated,
Yeah, I mean,
bro. He's
he
been
did.
overhated, bro. I've been saying that shit, bro. We've literally watched Jalen Hurts play good ball before, and I don't know why everybody thought he was so bad this season, bro. He had the best running back in the
Well,
world.
nobody
on
said
his
he
team,
was-
that's
okay,
why.
nobody-
And his
nobody-
defense was elite.
Nobody said he was bad. We said he was overpaid, and maybe because he's
I said
had
he-
some bang average.
He's got a
performances.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl now, so he ain't overpaid no more.
yeah,
He got a
obviously,
Super
but-
Bowl
Super
now.
Bowl MVP too.
I mean, it's
People-
really okay. This might sound crazy, but you have to listen. Is that really like say anything though? Winning a Super Bowl like with that
A
amount
little
of talent?
bit.
Because
He played
my
really
God.
good.
if you talk about Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, I mean, we can say, oh my God, Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Is he a good quarterback?
I agree with
Probably
this take.
not.
I
buddy,
agree with this take.
buddy,
A little bit.
do you remember like 2 weeks ago when you were like, Josh Allen, no Super Bowls, never been to a Super Bowl. He's
Because
not a
we're
good
talking
playoff
about is
quarterback.
Josh
He's
Allen
okay
a good
at
playoff
best.
quarterback?
No Super Bowl.
We're talking about the playoffs. We're not talking about the Super Bowl. We're talking about is Josh Allen a good playoff quarterback? And the answer is no. And he proved that to us in the AFC title game. So that's
All
a
right, well,
completely
just
different argument.
not to go back, but you were saying he wasn't good because he has no Super Bowls. He's comparable to Lamar, which
Well,
is
yeah,
okay
'cause
at best
I'm saying-
because they don't go to Super Bowls. So like,
Because
don't,
that was a
don't switch it up
comparison.
now.
So I'm not switching it up. I'm saying but we're talking about is winning a Super Bowl really just a measure of how good a quarterback is? And
No, but it's sure as hell a good like resume.
Sure
builder.
as hell a
yeah,
good thing
it's
to
a good
have.
resume, but like
You're not going to win with a bad one.
Sure as fuck nice to win a Super Bowl.
oh,
sure
you
is.
can definitely win with a bad quarterback if you have a great defense like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh.
You cannot win a Super Bowl with a bad quarterback.
All right, so let me
A
ask you
bad
this: do you think it was
Yeah,
deserved?
you can win a Super Bowl with an average quarterback. You can win a Super Bowl with a good quarterback, an average quarterback. Yeah, you obviously, like you're not going to win a Super Bowl with I don't know, Sam Darnold. You're not going
Sam
to win a
Darnold
Super
cannot
Bowl
win.
with.
If Sam Darnold was on the Eagles, he could not have won a Super Bowl this year.
Oh,
I guarantee that.
no, I don't think so
guarantee
either.
that.
But
I don't know.
with as good
Okay,
as
well,
the
then
Philadelphia
let me
Eagles
ask you
defense
this.
was,
Let me ask you this: do you think that he deserved the MVP,
who Hurts?
Jalen Hurts?
No.
Yes. Okay, well,
Oh,
no.
no, Super Bowl
No.
MVP.
No.
Yes.
The Super Bowl MVP. Yes.
Yeah.
Why the fuck were we even talking
My
about
bad.
regular season
Yeah, my bad. Yes, he deserves Super Bowl MVP.
So, buddy,
Absolutely.
what you're saying is One, Super Bowls are not just fucking shit again. You saying that Super Bowls aren't a crazy stat to add for a quarterback doesn't prove that they're good.
Yes.
But he deserved the Super Bowl MVP.
Well, yes and no, because, I mean, if you could give MVP to, like, anyone, sure, quarterback would be good, but if you could give us... you can't give Super Bowl MVP to more than one player. The Philadelphia Eagles defense legitimately won them the game. Like, that, they had how many sacks to Mahomes?
I mean,
like
that's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous. Their
but you
defense
can't, that's the
played
thing. You can't give
shutdown.
You can't give us an MVP to an entire, like, unit of, of the team, so... It makes sense. I'm saying MVP makes sense. Did he deserve it? I mean... In a sense of Super Bowl MVP, sure, but I don't think he should have. I don't know how to frame this. I don't know how to frame this.
Okay, no. You think that he deserves Super Bowl MVP, but you just don't think he should deserve all the credit for winning.
Yes, that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I think that's
fair.
plenty. I think that's plenty to help his case out because one, people say he's overrated. He's overpaid, which he may be, but I'm telling you right now, he is way better. He doesn't need to control the game in a sense of stats. Throwing the ball for 300 yards, rushing for 75 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like, he's not going to win games like that. He's going to facilitate the football when they need to pass on 3rd and long. He's going to get first down with his legs. He's going to do all that stuff. When you have a good defense and you have Saquon Barkley, like, he doesn't need to be this crazy, like, statistical quarterback, which is why people think he's overhated because he's not putting up numbers like Lamar or Allen.
If you do a head-to-head stat comparison with Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl, his stats really aren't that much better than Mahomes. Like in
don't say okay. No.
I'm using
I'm
using a stat argument that, like, if you look at the two stats, you would say, oh, Hurts wasn't that much better than Mahomes. But if you actually watch the game, you would say, oh, Hurts was so much better than Mahomes. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make there. Yeah, you can't really. He'll make a good throw on 3rd and long, and you can't use stats to compare it to. But if it's a numbers game, then no, I don't think that Hurts had a spectacular day.
I feel like half the time you say stats are like not worth it, and then the other half you're like, oh well, what kind of benefits like stats are kind of like worth it.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking it was certain measured by like talk about Super Bowl MVP. Did Hurts deserve it? So I mean, I guess sure.
I think he absolutely deserved it.
If
he had 5 incompletions the whole game.
Like, as bad as we say Mahomes played, if the Chiefs had somehow instead won, Mahomes would have been Super Bowl MVP. Just because, Patrick
What's your point,
is the
though?
quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
So we're talking about hypotheticals.
Oh yeah, if you're losing by 3 scores, obviously the quarterback's probably going to be the one to get the MVP. I think regardless of the narrative that Super Bowl MVP is always a quarterback's award, I don't think you can take away from the fact that Jalen Hurts actually deserved the MVP,
100%.
Super Bowl MVP.
He played a good game.
I would have been shocked going into that game if you told me the Eagles had the Super Bowl MVP and it wasn't Saquon.
I agree with that.
Let's talk about that. The Chiefs' defense they shut him down.
Their run defense is so good.
They sold out. I think they sold out so much to stop Saquon. They forgot that got to play over parts of defense.
What was Saquon's stats? Anybody know?
25 carries, 57 yards.
God
damn, crazy.
And he had like a 13-yard carry. So
he had like
his
2
longest was 10. His longest was 10. He had 25 carries.
That kind of shows how versatile the Eagles are as a team, though.
And that's what I was saying. It's like
and it proves Jalen Hurts can get it done when Saquon Barkley isn't.
Yeah.
The Eagles in the playoffs, especially in the divisional round, they looked like the most well-rounded. Once Jalen Hurts got out of that slump, his first game back from injury, they looked like the best well-rounded team. Their defensive line was playing good. Secondary is always good.
They had the most points scored in a playoff run of all time.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was like 155 or something.
Yeah, that was a great.
It was unreal. Amazing playoff run.
The fact that they are also returning almost all of their starters is going to be a problem next year.
And they're not Super Bowl favorites.
No, they're not. The Ravens.
Let's talk about that. Who do you think the Super Bowl favorites are then for next season? At this current stage right now.
Odds are plus 500 for Ravens and then plus 600 for Bills. Those are the top two.
If you guys want me to go first, I think it has to be the Eagles. Like you guys just proved it. Like if they're not losing people, Lane Johnson said he's coming back. So they're gonna have the O line that they always have.
They just lost their OC,
Their
though.
defense went from 30th to 2nd in 1 year after one defensive coordinator change.
And they're not losing anything. They're so young defensive. Well,
Exactly.
for the most part.
Yeah, I'm for
They
losing.
could-
And they got a
Jack
draft coming
Vaughn.
up.
Brandon Graham didn't do anything.
Dude, the Eagles are so good in the draft too. They always are finding people. DeJean fell to him. N'Kobe Dean, Nolan Smith as well. They got
Nolan
Bro,
Smith-
Carter.
shouts out
Nolan
Gene,
Smith
bro.
really
Gene
played.
went stupid.
Like their first two rounds every year are always really good. I mean, they're gonna have the 32nd pick this year, which is obviously
First
Those
round
lines
pick,
are
first
really
round
good.
pick.
Lamar
That's some
Jackson.
good 30-second picks, yeah, and Lamar Jackson.
So does,
second
any,
overall pick.
does anybody think anything differently of the favorites?
No, I think it's
I
think-
think it should be the Eagles and the Ravens, honestly.
Yeah, I think it should be those three: Eagles, Bills, and Ravens should be like a top three, and then I think I think you'd have to say the Lions are still up there pretty much.
Oh, I forgot about the Lions.
Yeah,
low
Detroit
key.
still got to be up there.
Chiefs are always up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Chiefs
honestly
will somehow
think-
be top 10 somehow.
Until Mahomes is gone, I think the Chiefs will be a top 5 Super Bowl favorite,
Like it's like Brady with the
as
Patriots.
they should be. As they
Yeah.
should be.
as they should be.
But yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say outside of that. I think I don't know. I mean, people say it was a terrible game. I know Ryan, you said it wasn't a very
Bro,
good
what? I
game.
thought that shit was fun. To be
It was-
I
honest.
loved it.
It was a boring game to watch in the competitive standpoint, but like it was like if you're an Eagles fan and like that's a fun game. Like
Yeah, I feel like these
high-scoring
past few years
games,
you've
but like
been.
not like competitive.
Yeah, I think these past few years we've kind of been spoiled by like the last people went to overtime. The year before that it came down to like the last couple minutes, and then the Bengals one came down to the last drive of the game, and yeah. By that match,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's one game out of the whole season. It can't always
Yeah.
be like a perfect like
Right.
shootout or like crazy battle. So I mean, you get Super Bowls like this, and you would rather have it a blowout, a high scoring blowout than fucking 13-6 or whatever that
Like the
game was.
Patriots
The
and
Rams
the
and
Rams,
Patriots.
yeah, that was probably the worst of all time. One of them.
I prefer a boring high scoring game than a boring low scoring game. So
Hey, buddy, where's that Super Bowl rank out of like 50 whatever we're
Yeah.
at?
What,
Yo, I'm thinking like 27.
What?
buddy? What
Oh,
rank is the Super Bowl out of all 59?
Buddy, you asked the question.
Oh yeah, I did. I meant like the ones that you've watched, as like you've personally seen. Like, where does it rank? Like, in
Top
your
five.
all-time, I guess.
Top
in
5.
your all-time.
I think
oh, dude.
Bengals Rams was up there. I think Bengals Rams was
Yeah.
better.
That was
I
definitely
think
up there.
Niners Chiefs was better.
Which one?
The
overtime one.
The most recent, the overtime
Yeah.
one with McLaurin.
Yeah.
What else? I think the Eagles Patriots was better. That was like
That was
75.
a good.
plus
That was.
points.
I think. Honestly, that one might be like my top for of all time.
That was
bro,
a
I've
good
only
game.
watched like 3 Super Bowls, bro.
So probably
I
top
don't, be,
4.
I don't be watching the Super Bowl, bro.
The Patriots Falcons one is up there for me.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about it.
I actually remember
That's
quite a
like the
lot about
first thing
that.
that I remember watching. Like the
I went
first
home
Super
at
Bowl.
halftime, dog. I went home at halftime.
I was supposed to, but I convinced my mom to stay.
Yeah, I went home.
I was watching with Miss Tracy.
Tracy.
Yeah, Miss Tracy's house. But if we want to move on, we can. I think.
Whoa,
we
whoa,
all
whoa,
have
whoa, whoa.
consensus.
We gotta
Yes.
talk about the halftime show.
Okay,
Right.
Oh,
about
for sure,
that,
for sure.
yeah.
All right, rate it out of 10.
He cooked. Top 3.
I'd
That's
say I
not
give it
what
a solid. Here we go. Mosier's just not answering
rate out of
questions
10.
again. Mosier's just not answering questions.
Touch him in like out of like
Bro's clip farming.
the top 10 Super Bowls.
All right, talk about it though. What do you think?
Out of 10, I think I said 7. I think I said 7, 8.
I think that's valid. Does anybody like hate it? Anybody hate the halftime show?
I talked to way too many people that just said they hated it.
Exactly. I was saying the
I
same
don't
thing. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
my
why
dad.
people
My
hate
dad
it.
was not a fan at all. Like, surprisingly. Why you looking at me like that?
Does he,
Yeah.
Does he listen to Kendrick?
No.
Is he?
I think-
does he,
I think- I
hate
think it's a
rapping
problem.
Music?
No. But that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people who didn't like it just don't listen to him or just don't like really get the whole
So
beef
for the
thing.
people
Yeah.
that like, just don't like rap.
Josh
Dude,
Cobb
there were
was
people
definitely
on my floor who were like, "Dude, that was so bad." I'm like, "What do you mean it was so bad?" The only thing I can kind of see is like him playing different songs.
Mhm.
I think he played a lot of like recent songs.
He
off
played
his
so
recent
much
album.
GNX, bro.
Yeah,
Nobody
a
knows
lot of
GNX. I'm
GNX.
not gonna lie. Like it's cool, but it's like, bro, when you release an album within 6 months of the Super Bowl, bro, like you gotta play your hits, bro. I'm not
Gotta
gonna
let
lie.
it
Like,
marinate.
Bro played like 4 songs.
Dude,
off
especially
GNX,
when you're
like, bro,
Kendrick Lamar.
Nobody knows
like,
that shit yet, bro.
Dude, the fact that he debuted a new song at the Super Bowl, Like nobody is gonna know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did like a sneak peek of a song.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he started to debut a new song.
Revolution gonna be televised.
Yeah.
But I think
I liked
also
it.
bringing out
I liked
SZA
it.
was amazing.
Oh my God, yeah,
that was
SZA, but she's
amazing.
If he didn't bring out SZA, that definitely would have dropped it.
I agree.
Serena
Yeah,
Williams
I was
too.
like a 6.
Serena Williams, crip walking.
Serena Williams crit walking.
Dude, I didn't realize that Serena Williams had like shit with Drake.
I didn't either. I didn't even realize that was her when I was watching it.
Bro,
I
and
didn't
they
realize it was
saying
her.
and they saying Serena Williams' sister got killed by Crips.
Yeah, she did. Apparently, they like this is like
Yeah.
20 years ago. I looked it up, and that's what
Yeah,
people
and
kind of
it was like 2002.
yeah, like part of the
His
backlash.
little
Like,
sister got killed by Crips or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all
Or
makes
big
sense
sister, I don't
now.
know, but-
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it was good.
that's-
I'll give it
that's
an
crazy.
8.
Streets
I,
are
I'd
saying.
give it. I'd give it a
didn't say
7.
Yeah, I'd say it
I'm
a
fine.
7.
I'm fine with 8. I also really like Kendrick Lamar, so that
So
kind
do
of
I.
helps.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even
just-
listen. I don't even listen to Kendrick Lamar like that. That was pretty good.
I think
Yeah.
Alright.
the set was really good too.
The set was great. I loved the set. I loved the background dancers. I loved all the little like different like phases he went through. Samuel L.
and he
Jackson
didn't- and he
was
didn't
playing
do
fucking
much.
government, like bro.
He was good.
That was I like that touch too.
His
It was
outfit
different.
was he had a solid outfit on too. Like I think
He didn't do
like
too
this-
much, and that's what I appreciate.
It was
Yeah,
just
like
the
the
set list. It was just
choreography
the
and
set
shit was
list.
not like over the top.
Right.
The only
Alright.
problem I have with it is the set list, bro. Too much JNX.
Yeah. So what? Okay. So what do you think was the best that you've seen Super Bowl halftime?
Shit, I don't even
Low-key
remember.
Shakira and J Lo were going dumb up there, bro. I swear to
Usher,
God.
give me Usher.
Hell nah.
No
Nah,
way.
Usher's was cool. Usher's was cool.
Usher's was cool for the controversy and the story.
I didn't like Usher at all.
He had
Nah,
some
but
good
bro,
songs.
Shakira
though.
and J Lo were going crazy, bro. Tell me I'm
That was
lying.
too. Yeah, that's
Honestly,
true,
like if I'm being completely honest, I think one of my favorites was probably The Weeknd in 2020. That was probably
I
one
don't
of my
remember that
favorites.
one actually.
That
It
was
cool, but,
solid.
like he spent too much time not on the field.
Yeah,
He's like in like the
He's,
back.
like,
where he's,
walking around,
what are you
like-
doing?
yeah, I didn't.
Yeah,
not
I think
like
that's what
that
makes it so memorable because like the fucking clips and shit we got from him just
And
like
he had like
walking
a
that
shit
fucking
ton of like minions and stuff.
yeah that mirror room. I liked it though. I thought it was a good one. All right, so I guess we can move on from the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So
we're-
speaking of Eagles not having any departures, let's talk about some departures that we're probably going to see maybe on draft day, maybe before that. We had a couple players that went out and publicly said they want to trade from their current team. One of those being Deebo Samuel. So the other one being Myles Garrett as well.
That's so
But-
interesting, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like that's been coming though.
Coming home.
The
And
Deebo trade and Cooper Cup. Yeah, but no, I thought they
think
told
it's-
him that they wanted to trade him.
and Tyreek Hill. Do not forget about Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek too. We could talk about Tyreek.
Tyreek wants out.
I thought the
I
Cup
think
statement was like
if I'm
pretty
gonna
much
go
a,
first with Debo,
yeah. We can do Deebo first because that's like the big one.
I haven't heard anything really about this, but and I haven't looked at the cap situation, which I probably should have. But I think he'd be a really good fit on the Falcons.
Really?
Um,
Well, I
yeah.
heard
That
I
wide
heard-
receiver room
You think the
becomes
Falcons team
that's
is
even
Super
nasty.
dangerous, but
I think
they're
so
just-
too. You got to remember, but hear me out. They're not gonna keep playing Ray McLeod.
No.
Okay, they have who they picked up. Who did they pick up that got hurt? They got Rondell Moore. Rondell Moore is injury prone.
yeah, forgot about Rondell Moore. He's
Drake
solid.
Drake London, he'll be great alongside Drake London. That offense loves to run the ball. They love to dump the ball off to Bijan and Algier. If they have another speedy receiver to counteract a big, physical, tall receiver in Drake London, I think that would fit really well in the system.
Thing about
No.
that is the quarterback situation. Do you trust Michael Penix?
Dude, he's in the NFL. All he's got to do is throw the ball. And,
I mean,
and
if you
Debo's
give
not
him
running crazy
that many
routes.
weapons, you can't. It's so hard to fail.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I think, and that's why he succeeded in the Niners system. It's like you have so many good players. It's like the Eagles. They don't have holes. Like, but I think he would be really really good on the Falcons. And I know, like I said, it's not really being talked about. And I know there's other options like the Commanders are obviously up there too. But I think I would love to see him in Atlanta. I think, but the way their offense is, always running small ball, like. They're always dumping the ball off with screens. Drake London's getting a shit ton of screens. Like, if you have Debo running those, like, and then you can have him in the slot, London on the outside, like, that's a crazy good offense. If Penix can get in the groove, too, with the offense, that's all they need. Their defense is good, too. They can draft.
No, yeah, I think he fit.
What about the Broncos?
Hold on a minute. I think he fit well in Atlanta, but like what we're gonna say. Let's talk about teams that have shown public interest, that have been rumored to be making moves. So like Denver, Washington, and oddly enough, I heard Jacksonville might also be in that mix. What do you think about Jacksonville being there? you think that like a legitimate maybe claim, like a draft
If
pick
I was
trade for
Debo,
Debo?
I would never want to go to Jacksonville ever.
I feel like Washington is one of the most attractive spots to go to right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
young quarterback. Oh my god.
They're gonna end up with
Absolutely.
one guy out of the market this year.
I'd say Cup, or it's gonna might
At
might
least
be
one.
Cup. Really, I mean, honestly, that's
I think Cup fits that so much better because they have so much speed on the outside. Having one guy that can be mid-level for Jaden Daniels would be really, really good.
Yeah.
I could also see Cup going to Denver. You know, that white man connection next to Cup.
Bro,
They're gonna
I'm
love
saying
that
Debo to the Broncos.
I bet.
No, I definitely think it's gonna be Denver or Washington for Debo.
I don't know.
I'm
I still
probably
feel like the Ravens-
right now I'm leading Denver, but I feel like Washington
I
might
feel like
have
the
like
Ravens are in the mix. The Ravens are in a mix for a
I
wide
feel like they're
receiver.
definitely in the mix for a receiver, but I don't think they might go to the draft. They honestly might go back to the
Right,
draft.
right
for a
now,
receiver.
they're the favorites. They're the favorites for a wide
Class
receiver.
isn't deep for
or
receivers,
Debo
though.
right now.
But I mean, it's the fucking
Right now,
Ravens.
the Ravens are favorites for
I
Debo.
mean,
This will
Ravens-
be the year they decide to go draft a first-round receiver when it doesn't matter.
that's
Dude,
that is
if
something
we-
I would do. Unfortunately,
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll
we can
talk
talk about that in a
about that
minute.
later.
But
Does
Yeah, I
anybody
think-
want to go like one-on-one though, like one by one? Talk about their pairing. Like I know
yeah,
Jason,
okay,
you said
we
something about the
could. Yeah, we
Broncos.
could.
Yeah, I like the Broncos for Debo. I feel like
Why
okay.
so?
Cortland Sutton, okay, he's entering the first year of his contract. I thought he was a free agent, but I don't know. Apparently, Denver throws a lot of screen passes, and you can't go wrong with Debo on a screen. So,
I agree with that.
and I don't
I
know.
second that.
I feel like, dude, like, bro, Nix is good. Like Nix is a good quarterback.
He's a baller. He's
and
a
like,
baller.
bro, like, I don't see why the Broncos don't just start just juicing him up, bro. Give him something. Like, come
Nix
on.
is only getting better.
Like, you get Nix some weapons, and like that defense is already amazing.
Yeah, because
The Broncos are trying to be serious right now. Like they're trying to get serious, and I feel like Debo. We know Debo's talented. He's been a weird character these past couple months, but it's like I said, like the high screen pass percentage. Debo's perfect for screens, and it's another weapon. And they're completely serious right now, and they need to feed Knicks. I feel like Denver's a good spot.
I second
And
that.
Cortland Sutton's kind of old. He's kind of old. so-
100%. I 100% agree with that. I mean, I could say like Debo and Cortland, like that could be like a dangerous duo next season if it were to go through with that. I think
Especially if
give-
Cortland plays like he did last
yeah,
year.
like Bo Nix. I mean, honestly, the sky is the limit for that kid. Really, we just saw that. So I think that would be like a great spot for Debo to land up with a young quarterback, another good wide receiver. He would have to do like carry the load. Is what I'm thinking.
Denver they have a lot of cap as well.
They do.
The only thing about that, I just as stupid as this sounds, I don't really see like the Broncos, even though they're in a position on like borderline playoff team, and they have a young quarterback. I don't see them going out and paying this crazy amount of money for a receiver. Like you look at their receiver room, they have Cortland Sutton. They love Devon Vele out of I think he was Oregon with Knicks, right? And they love their young receivers too. Like they don't have a bad core. Obviously, Debo would be an upgrade, but I just don't see them going out and making that huge payment, that huge contract that they're going to have to lock themselves into.
I think they have more. If they're going to do that, they have different needs than wide receivers.
I mean, he's only on one. He only's got 1 year left on his contract too. So
Who?
Debo.
Yeah, I guess that could also be. But like, when's the last time you heard the? Not that they've been like a contender and they needed to do it, but when's the last time you heard the Broncos go out and make this big move?
I think it's also like kind of the point is they know that they haven't actually made a move and they might want to make that finally go ahead and make that move to help Bo Nix succeed.
As an Orioles fan, I would love to believe that's how it works.
I was gonna make that.
Yeah, right,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, oh well, the Orioles should be doing that, but
It says that he's only due for $17.5 million in 2025 on his contract.
1 year for 17 and a half,
it's a
though.
lot. Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a lot of money, but his contract was 3 years for 70 mil, so it's less than. It's
And
less
they
than
don't-
it was
they only need
supposed
to
be.
pay
at
that 1
least.
year.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I know the Bengals are talking about re-signing T. Higgins, and I obviously think that would be the best receiver duo, especially now that Debo's leaving.
I think Teal's
But I think the Commanders would be a great spot for T. Higgins, which is kind of why I didn't have Debo going to Washington, because I think
Yeah.
Debo would be a better fit in Washington than he would be in Denver. But I think
It's not
I kind of
ridiculous.
have T. Higgins there. I also think T. Higgins would fit really well in the Chargers. But again, I think the Bengals are going to end up paying him. But
The Bengals win.
That's kind of where I'm at. Justin, did you want to talk about the Commanders? I know
Yeah,
you kind of touched on that.
I agree with you with the T. Higgins thing, but I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up somewhere like the Patriots or the Chargers, like you were saying.
Patriots, yeah. That's another good one.
If you put Drake May had absolutely nothing last year.
He really
need
did.
something.
He really
And-
did. Drake May was on a bad team.
Like he was actually playing football. Like if
He
you
was
give him
alright.
T. Higgins, like that becomes scary.
Whoa.
What about I don't know.
I ain't scared of Drake May and T. Higgins.
I mean, for the Patriots, for the Patriots,
I don't know. Dude, imagine-
I'm not saying the Patriots are gonna go jump from like 4 wins to 10. I'm saying like that's like a 5-win bump.
I don't know. You said.
No, I think that could be like an
three, yeah.
8, 7, 8,
3, 4.
9, but in that range.
Yeah.
But I feel like kind of for the Patriots, giving Drake May just T. Higgins and like nothing else. Like here, nigga, damn, just take this and do something with it. Like they're not giving, they are not giving him. Yeah, they're not giving Drake May much help up there. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, but dude, think about this. If they draft Hetero McMillan, sign Debo, they have the
Bro said,
third
okay,
pick.
casual. This guy's a casual. Bro said who? All right, bro.
Hetero McMillan, he's like best receiver in the class. Like he's
I'm
going
not-
top 3, top 5.
I'm not a college ball guy.
But dude, if they get 2 of them, 2 really good receivers, like, or they could get Debo during the draft or before the draft, and
I think
pick
there's gonna be a
an even
big
better
draft
player
pick.
at 3.
There's going to be a big draft day trade this year, in my opinion.
I think I think there has to be. There's too many receivers
Too
and
many
actual
names.
like good
But I
players.
think
that are
I think
on
I
the
think
block
I mean
right
that's
now.
what it's going to have to be Debo, Cooper Cup, or we're going to talk about Miles Garrett. I think that's going to be one of the big headline draft day trades. It has to be.
I think Miles will go before the draft. If Miles
Really?
if Miles still in the Browns all the way to the draft, I think the Browns will lock him down.
I think teams are going to wait on it just to see what they can end up getting out of it. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
that
saw
teams
that.
aren't going to make a. They're not going to jump the gun on a trade for him, especially because he's getting up there in age. They're probably going to find something on draft day
No,
for Miles
he's
Garrett.
still Miles Garrett. He's
Well,
1
I mean,
year
but-
out of the July.
Eric DeCosta's not going to pick up the phone tomorrow and ask about Miles Garrett. I think like someone like that might wait until closer to the draft to see like, okay, what do we need? What do the Browns got? What do the Browns want for him? And like evaluate it then.
Dog, they're gonna want a bag.
I mean, but also the Browns are stupid. I mean, they could also just want a couple picks and just say, here, fuck off. I mean,
3rd round pick.
Yeah, I mean we've seen some crazier trades with
yeah.
lesser value.
I
That,
agree.
like, you never know.
But did we want to talk about the Jets?
What about
who?
Cup?
We could do Cup, yeah.
The Jets.
I don't mind
Yeah,
Cup. and Ravens,
actually,
my
I could
God.
probably pull up this because he posted. I remember he posted a statement to his like Twitter, or in his Instagram, like about what was going on. And I don't think it's like he demanded a trade or anything. I think the Rams was kind of just like, yo, we.
I think he
want
said
you
he was
gone.
shocked.
You suck.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah, okay, so he said, I was informed that a team will be seeking a trade immediately and will be working with me and my family to find the right place to continue competing for championships. And he said that I don't agree with the decision and always believed it was going to begin and end in LA.
I
it's
don't
kinda
remember
like-
seeing that part.
No, it's kind of like he just wanted to stay, and the Rams said, nah, we kind of want you gone, like out of here.
So he's not a free agent. He's getting traded.
He is getting traded.
Yeah.
So that means that rules out a lot because I was thinking that the Patriots would also be another good spot just because they have a crazy amount of cap.
No, he is getting.
But I have heard like reports about how a lot of teams are skeptical on Cup because of his injury history and age because he's getting up there in
Yeah.
age now. I think he's actually 30.
He's like AD, dude.
I mean, we saw it by the end of last year. Like, he dropped off a cliff.
He's 31 and he turns 32 over the summer.
So he's 30.
That's fair.
So he's
I
going to
mean,
be 32 before the season.
So because teams are going to want like ship out a lot of stuff for a guy with the wrong side of 30 with a pretty bad injury history. So I don't think the Rams might not
Yeah,
get
I
much
don't-
for him really. Like honestly, I think the Rams would be better off keeping him, but obviously it's not my decision. But it is what it is. I mean,
I
he's
agree.
not going
I
to get.
think
He's not going to get a
Cooper
lot.
Kupp, he was so bad at the end of the year, but you got to remember, like he's still getting game planned against. Like you can't just ignore him because he's gonna
Yeah.
do what he used to do.
When did he get his triple crown? 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
3. I think it was 3.
3 years off of a triple crown?
But dude, because if Cooper Kupp is off the roster, you're only game planning against
Puka.
Kyron and Puka,
Yeah.
and then what?
I mean,
Jordan
yeah.
Whittington. Jordan
I
Whittington.
think that tells us
well.
that the Rams might want to go into the draft.
Tyler Higbee's coming back, yeah.
For a trade for Cooper during the draft. That might also be like one of those draft day trades. Is that they want to trade up for a receiver or something like that?
I think he'd be a piece to move up, yeah. I think that'll end up, like, that has to be how it happens, because no one's going to give up anything for that.
No.
32 years old for minicamp, like...
Yeah. You don't, that's not like a thing.
That screams like...
interesting. I did kind of forget that he was being traded and he's not a free agent.
That screams like something like Arizona or, a bottom feeder team would want to do. So
I'd love to see Kupp and be more.
I mean, I could see him, going to somewhere like the Jets, with their new philosophy. Rodgers out, they're getting complete, almost like an overhaul of the roster. So I wouldn't rule out someone like the Jets coming in for.
I don't think I think the Rams are going to put him in a good situation, even though they're trading him, and that's like a bad thing to do. I think they're going to put him in a good spot. I think they're going to put him on a team that's going to contend to win. I don't think the Jets are that at all.
With that being said, the odds for Cooper Kupp right now, Steelers and Bengals are tied for first with plus 500.
Really?
And then a three-way tie for Commanders, Patriots, and Chargers at plus 600. And Broncos for plus 600.
But low key, that Jets receiver room could be like pretty good if they added someone like Kupp. I mean, they already have Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard,
that's
Gibson.
But then I ask you this though, like, what else do they need? They have Garrett Wilson. They have Devontae Adams.
I mean, obviously, they're going to need a quarterback if Rodgers. A quarterback, obviously, if Rodgers is.
I was about to say, I'll talk about Garrett Wilson when we talk about Rodgers. Because I
transition into that.
Well, we
I guess we can. Because if Rodgers goes, does Adams follow, or is Rodgers just done?
That's what I'm saying. If Rodgers leaves and Tay stays, I think Garrett Wilson goes. I think he's not going to want to stay anymore.
Really?
I think he thinks he's a wide receiver 1, and he's getting treated like a wide receiver 2.
I kind of agree. I don't know if I see both of them staying on the same team.
I think there was a lot of, wasn't there like public turmoil there too?
Yeah, but I think it's actually part of the Rodgers thing is like just Adams just follows Rodgers fucking to New York, and I honestly think if Rodgers is gone, so Adams hits the door as well, and.
I agree. Most likely, I think that would happen. Rodgers will either follow Adams or they'll both retire together.
I think. Well, one, we know Rodgers is gone. That's set in stone.
That's 100%.
Two, we know that Devontae Adams went to New York for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So I think there's like a 70% chance he's not in New York next year. He's not starting.
I think it might be higher than that. I'd say I'd rate 80% really.
But honestly, on top of that, I wouldn't be surprised if all three of them are gone. Garrett Wilson's been very vocal about how he does not like what is going on. He doesn't like, and partially that might be Aaron Rodgers' fault. But outside of Garrett Wilson, if you can trade Garrett Wilson and get a good package back, whose prime are you wasting for starting a rebuild by shipping off Garrett Wilson?
Breece Hall.
If you Breece Hall. Outside of that, I would argue that you're not wasting Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner had a very underwhelming season.
Yeah.
Who? I don't think that's crazy. I really don't, because the amount of capital you can get back on a draft day trade for Garrett Wilson, like you're going to be able to get multiple first round picks.
I mean, he is prime receiver in the NFL right now.
I agree, and his stats are not showing it, but I do think if on another team, he's probably going to be close to top 10. He's going to be top 15.
I wouldn't be shocked if top 10.
I wouldn't argue with that. But I like I said, I don't think any of them are going to be there. Rodgers is already gone. That's set in stone, like I said.
100%. I think Adams does follow him out the door, and the Jets look for I mean, could we see, like I said, Cooper Kupp to New York, 1-for-1 for Devontae Adams, maybe like a pick or two or something like that?
We could, but at the same time, it's like, what do the Jets have to give up to get a 32-year-old receiver who's not going to play in 2 years?
Yeah, it's probably not going to be much. But if Devontae Adams says he wants out,
what up?
I'm just saying, here, LA, do you want this? We'll take Kupp off your hands if you take this guy off our hands.
I agree. I also think obviously Garrett Wilson will stay if they can find a bridge quarterback.
Yeah.
I think Garrett Wilson,
whether that be
Who are some free agent
Kirk
quarterbacks
Cousins,
this
I
year?
don't know.
I mean, I feel like Kirk Cousins.
Russell Wilson, Justin Fields were like the top two, which is really
Fields
saying much
has to
about.
stay in Pittsburgh.
I don't think he does. I really don't think he does. After this season, I feel like he might be thinking.
Let's talk about that later. Let's talk.
He's
Let's not
good.
go off
Yeah.
track.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We don't want to go off track, but I'll look up the. But what I'm saying is those two quarterbacks were the top of the list, which is saying that there's not much really in the free agent. Kirk Cousins, Jacoby Brissett.
Darnold's likely going to be on the market.
That's a whole other story. I think that they should keep him,
I agree with you.
but that's a whole other story. But is he actually a free agent as of now?
I read something that there was like potential that he was earning the right to be a free agent. I don't even know what that means, but like
Probably like a conditional clause in his contract. Like if you have a free agent like rights because you have restrictions and like unrestricted free agency and I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
yeah,
He's
Kevin
UFA.
O'Connell.
UFA Sam
Oh,
Darnold,
UFA. Okay, so
Zach
he's
Wilson,
unrestricted.
Trey Lance,
Trey, oh my
Jacoby
god.
Brissett.
I forgot about Trey Lance.
Taylor Heineke,
Goat.
Marcus Mariota.
Washed.
Like this is the free agency, right? Like Jarrett Stidham, Andy Dalton, Drew Lock. It's not very good. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson,
Free agent quarterback.
Ooh, who does? Okay, so
Jameis
talk about-
Winston.
we can
That's
talk
another
about-
one.
we
Jaboo.
can talk
Jameis.
about Pittsburgh in a minute. Oh, Jameis is a free agent. I didn't know that.
Mac
I forgot
Jones.
about that.
So it's gonna be Sam Darnold and Jaboo. Jaboo wins. I think those are the top two, and then I guess Justin Fields and Russell Wilson.
I feel like Jameis could also be like kind of up there, as like a sneaky kind of for the Jets, anyways. Like I mean, it's the Jets.
I think so. Might take away from Brees Hall's rushing though. He's gonna throw 59 times
sure.
a game.
And throw like 4 touchdowns and 4 picks per game.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm Brees Hall, I want out.
I'd say I'd give another year. If next year is just another complete shit year, I feel like pull the trigger.
But also, if you're like Aaron Glenn, you start a rebuild next year, you're gonna have your job for the next like 3, unless you really manage to mess something up. Because you're not gonna get fired during a rebuild, unless you're like.
A terrorist. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't know if you get a job if you were a terrorist, but
I mean, I call John Harbaugh a terrorist, but he still has a job.
yeah, because the NFL listens to you, buddy.
Yeah, I got Roger Goodell's number. Yeah, call him up. Have Harbaugh removed for domestic terrorism.
Talk about your kicker first before you talk about your head coach.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
So what's next year?
We can talk about Pittsburgh if you want. You know, like Fields, Wilson. What they're gonna do with that?
Jason, what's your opinion on that?
I'd probably just stick with Wilson, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like so.
I don't know. I feel like they would have given Justin Fields more time if they thought that they wanted him to be the franchise quarterback there. So
In fact, on the other side of that,
I feel like you're using Russell Wilson until the wheels fall off, and then you're drafting a quarterback again. Like, you just got to try again, or you got to tank, or you got to do something, because like, I don't know, like you keep going 8-9, 9-8, and it's just like we're not getting anywhere. So like, I think you just run with Russell Wilson because he won you games. So like, if you still just want to win a little bit, then sure, Russell Wilson. But I think you guys need to find a new quarterback. I don't think Justin Fields is the answer anyway. So
Do you think they'll just sit on Justin Fields if they keep Russ?
no.
I
I don't think Fields is going to want to
is he
go
a
for
free
every
agent?
season. That
They're both.
Fields is a free
They're
agent.
both free agents.
Oh, they're both free agents. Oh, that's
Where
interesting.
were you the whole time we were talking about that?
That was the one name I missed. I swear to God,
Oh.
I literally heard every other name besides Russell Wilson. I didn't know he was a free agent, but I don't know. I feel like you try and get him back. He's not going to be expensive either, so
He's on vet minimum.
yeah.
I don't think Fields is going to want to come back after that season, especially the way they pretty much just treat him as like, here, bro, go in, run the ball, and
Agreed.
get us his first down.
Also agreed,
I mean,
yeah.
like seriously. I feel like he's gonna want to go to a place where he's gonna be the solid number one and be able to showcase, whatever talent he has. Ryan's
Fields
also
has one
gone
season left to
again,
prove
so.
that he's a starting quarterback before he.
I feel like Fields needs that
actually
change of
gonna be one.
scenery to kind of prove it, and I feel like the Jets could offer him like a prove it deal. Here, we'll give you like.
He has 1 year to prove it. Literally, if he gets 1 year and he has a starting job
What
the
up?
whole year, he can prove himself. If he doesn't, then he's cooked. Essentially.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with what Jason's saying, but instead of it being Russell Wilson, I think Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields can be the bridge quarterback until we find a good one in the draft.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. If I'm the Steelers,
I honestly think I think for the Jets it's going to be whoever the Steelers don't sign. Oddly enough, I feel like if the Steelers take Fields, I feel like the Jets might go after Russell Wilson.
I think that's a good comp because I think the Darnold's he's not going back. There's no way.
No,
and if he does,
not.
it'll be a
Nope.
crazy headline. And then Jameis, do they really want to go with Jameis? I definitely agree with that. I think whoever the Steelers kind of tell to kick the curb is going to end up in New York. And I honestly think both of them will fit well. I think Russell Wilson would fit better, but not to say that Justin Fields can't make it work. What about you, Ryan?
Well, I mean,
Justin Fields or Russell Wilson? What do you think the Steelers do? What do you think they do?
What do they think they do?
What do you think they should do?
I think they should 1,000% keep Justin Fields. Justin Fields is young. He showed you that he was having a good first 5 weeks of the season. He was 5-0, and he was pretty much leading the team's success every single game.
4-1.
And
He lost to the Colts.
Okay, 4-1. Sorry. But I just think that's a no-brainer. Russell Wilson's on his way out of the league.
Ryan, what are you doing right now?
Don't worry about it. I'm fidgeting. I got a razor and I kind of took my lacrosse tape.
I'm not the only one that saw that, right?
Oh my God.
No, I saw it too, right? I saw it too.
Yo, let me see
What?
it. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Bro, put it in the camera.
Bro, Ryan, we can't see what's on the razor, dude. Just show us the whole thing. Scoot back.
I see it too.
See what?
Just
I don't know, man. We see it.
I agree with that though. I don't think Justin Fields is going to be way worse than Russell Wilson would be like on his last
what?
year. So,
Word. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think the difference between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields for the Steelers might just be like one more win or one less win. I don't think it's going to make like that much of a difference for the Steelers.
and that's why I think it should be Fields because his upside I think is there. Not to say that Russell Wilson can't do it because he obviously played really well in the middle of the season, but
Beginning of the season. He doesn't like to play. He doesn't like to play after season 5.
Season 5.
Season 5, week 5.
Yeah, all right. If it's gonna be gay, just let me know.
He didn't he didn't play in week 5. He didn't start until he was week 8, week 9 because he was out with the calf injury.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I forgot. I did forget about that.
Oh yeah.
I think we can leave that there for Steelers and Jets. Let's talk about a hire, the Kellen Moore to the Saints. What do you think about that?
I think
Great
that was their
move
best
for the
option.
Saints.
That was their best option for sure.
Do you think it's going to be a big hit for the Eagles, or do you think it's kind of just a status quo, to be expected?
I
I
think it
think
depends who they get.
if you win the Super Bowl, the odds of keeping your coaches that stable are not.
slim and none. Yeah, slim and none. Absolutely.
Yeah, it just happens.
I feel
It's a
like
cycle of
if
life.
even not even just a Super Bowl. If you have a good season in general, make it to divisional championship game, retaining a coordinator like that, I feel like it's pretty just not going to happen.
I mean, we kind of talked about it, but the fact that he pretty much signed and took that job
Before the Super
a day or
Bowl,
two before the Super Bowl was kind of crazy.
I'm just surprised he got publicized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
You can-
done.
You can take the job and tell the team, that's cool, but
Don't make
I mean,
that
even
public.
telling the team, I wouldn't even tell the team.
Yeah,
No, I don't know. That might end up
a lot of
well,
the
or not
discourse
end up
about
well,
that was
but-
will this affect the Eagles' morale going into the game? Will they kind of be.
Shit, probably fired.
Obviously it didn't, but I probably helped them. Like, oh, this is our coach's last game. We got to win it for him before he leaves.
Yo, am I right side up still? Am I good?
No.
Or am I sideways?
You're sideways.
You're sideways.
But I think it was their best option. I think it was the Saints' best option. Obviously, coming from a great offense, the Saints don't have those weapons, but like the scheme could work. Kamara will probably stay in New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere.
He's not going to be in the league for too much longer.
Could Jameis, go to New Orleans?
He could. I could see that.
That's fun.
Because we saw the videos of him.
I've been hearing that.
Just partying. He's just partying. He literally was just partying in the streets of New Orleans, just like the other day. They just gave him a camera and said, "Yo, go walk around with this, bro." And he's having
Was
fun.
that for the Super Bowl?
Yes, they had it for the Super Bowl. That he was just like walking around partying and shit.
Talking about the big ass yacht that he was standing next to.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to convince people that he owned the big ass yacht that he was standing.
Well, I love that. I love Jameis, man. Like as a person, I love Jameis.
He's a great guy.
He just makes life like fun.
Yeah. But I don't think he has many weapons to work with though for the Saints offense. Like he's kind of going into like a fresh start, and I think he'll be really good as an offense.
That'd be like a return for Jameis. Go back to New Orleans.
Yeah, but like he doesn't have much to work with, and I get that's what most coaches do when they go into a new situation. But like seriously, with the Saints, like say we were talking about the Jets earlier. You have Breece Hall, like you kind of have that franchise running back, but like with the Saints. You have an old Alvin Kamara and an injury-prone wide receiver one, and your defense sucks. So, like, I guess you have to be rebuilding for the Saints. You have no future.
Yeah, obviously. So I think got to sign one of those bridge quarterbacks. I probably wouldn't be shocked if they signed someone like Mac Jones and see like what he can do. Because at this point, it's like can't really. You're not going to win. You're not going to win 10 games.
I'd be pretty surprised.
Yes. I think a lot of people would, but like, if they sign someone like him to say like, here, damn. Well, no, because I'm saying, I feel like they could sign anyone and just say, here, bro, like, just go do this for a season and then just reevaluate next season. Really, they're not going to win like 9, 10 games. They might be lucky if they win like 6 games, really.
Why would they do that?
Dude, who, the Saints? Because they don't have anybody.
Why would they go out and sign Mac Jones?
Because they have nothing to lose. Derek Carr's butt.
He's
I
not.
pay the dude multi-years, but like you need somebody.
If you're still trying to win, you're gonna go out for somebody like Russell Wilson.
But you have Derek Carr locked up on that. How many years does he have left?
Russell
2?
Wilson.
There's not enough weapons on that offense for them to say they're going to get a quarterback right now to try and win.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? And that's right.
But
they have
Mac
Spencer
Jones
Rattler.
Not expecting much out of him.
I forgot they drafted Rattler.
That's a Rattler. The truth.
He's not going to do anything.
W Gamecock.
He's the truth.
But do we want to do follow-up questions?
Let's move on.
Let's leave that there.
All right, so there's a couple.
Oh, also, I'm going to put this out there. If anybody watches, Wyatt read some of the questions we're not going to answer, and I am quite disappointed in some of those questions that are just kind of just plain stupid. Like, I'm not going to say some of them here.
Yeah, come on, bro. We need good follower questions. Like, actually.
Two of you know who you are. Some of our weekly listeners, you know who you are.
Yo, whoever had the Wendy's question, 5 minutes.
Whoever had the can you bet on the Super Bowl question? Actually, 2 people had that one.
Less than that.
Whoever had the Wendy's question.
That one, okay, but can you bet on the Super Bowl? That one's better than some of the other ones we got.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the one about Ryan moving, that one was crazy.
All right.
Hey, if you want to talk about the Wendy's question, we can talk about your questions. All right, okay.
No, we're not talking about any of those.
Nah.
Okay. Top 3 mascots in all of sports.
BYU.
BYU mascot? Who that?
The Cougar?
Yes, he's been doing flips like the Penn State dude.
Yeah, I agree.
I do remember that. Didn't he do a bunch of? He like failed a backflip or like off of a table or something?
Was that
like
him?
all over TikTok right now.
I can't remember if that was him or the Penn State one that
was
doing,
the
like,
BYU
the off the table.
Oh, that was. Oh. I want to say that was BYU, but it very well could have been Penn State.
No, I think it was BYU.
Okay.
They're very similar though.
All right, over
For
2.
me, I think I would go not in order, but just the top 3. I would do. For me personally, the Stanford tree, because I would always play them in college football 14.
So would
Stupid,
The mascot
stupid little tree.
mode.
Yes, the mascot mode.
The mascot mode, I would do Stanford
Stanford
tree.
tree.
So I'll put the tree in there. I'll
Or I do the
put
Toledo.
Gritty.
Toledo's mascot.
I'll
Gritty's a
put
good
Gritty
one.
in there, and then I'm gonna double down on Philly, and I'm gonna go
The Fanatic.
the Fanatic. He's always trolling the other team in like batting
Yeah.
practice. That's what we need for mascots. That'll be my top 3.
Dude, the Colts mascot is blue. Blue,
Oh,
right?
Blue. Yeah, Blue. Ooh, that's a good one.
Blue's blue.
Yeah, he's
Blue's
funny.
a troll.
He's
I mean,
funny.
Do you have your other? Do you have the rest people on your list,
You said me?
or just a BYU guy?
I think BYU and Penn State are comparable for me, but then Ryan said Blue. Blue was getting active at the Pro Bowl, like in the foam pit.
Blue getting active.
All right.
Oh, Blue getting active.
Alright.
Wasn't Blue the one that was like trucking all the Pee Wee football people?
Yes.
in the
Yes,
mascot
yes.
game?
That was
Oh, yeah,
hilarious.
that's Blue.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
yeah,
good one.
Blue.
That's a good
Best
one.
believe
Actually,
that was Blue.
I forgot about him. Yeah, that's definitely up there for a good one. Mine,
Also-
I'd say the Oriole Bird for me is up there. I mean, like bias aside, I think it's a solid mascot. The Philly Fanatic, I have to agree with you on that one. For me, it was between the Fanatic or Gritty, but I'm gonna give it to the Fanatic because like he's been around longer, and I'm gonna give the third to Yuppie in Montreal. The guy's like been around forever.
Yo, don't hate the Denver Nuggets mascot.
Oh, but do we
I know you've seen
count?
him in that blow up?
Do we
the
count
blow-up
like
costume
unofficial?
doing headstands?
Do
Yeah.
you count like unofficial
Hell
mascots? Like I remember the San Diego Chargers have like an unofficial mascot dude with like a big ass charger head.
Yo, that's a top 10 mascot all time.
Yo, Wyatt, lock in, bro. Lock in.
Yo, Wyatt. Yo, Wyatt, come on.
Did you hear my top
on,
3,
Wyatt.
Wyatt? Okay, bro.
Yo, Wyatt, it ain't game time right now. It ain't game time.
Bro, distracted.
Okay. All right.
Wyatt, did you hear my 3?
It was Blue and who?
No. My 3.
It was not Blue.
Mine was the Oriole Bird.
And... Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No, mine was the Oriole Bird,
Oriole Bird.
the Philly Fanatic, and Yuppie. Yuppie.
Who is that?
All right.
Up in Montreal, the Canadiens mascot. He used to be the Expos
Why?
mascot. Cause I remember there's like a clip of him. He used to get like ejected from baseball games because he would like sleep on the dugout and do like just dumb shit like that. Like
Okay,
he
that's
legitimately got
valid.
ejected from like games for doing like funny shit.
That's valid. What about you, Jason?
Okay, give me. Okay, in order, give me like from 3 to 1. Give me Blue, just cause he be geeking. Like, bro, he probably has a highlight reel out there. Like, actually,
Definitely, I've seen edits of him before.
Give me Blue.
Fucking stiff arms.
This guy's a
Yeah,
clip
he's
farmer.
messing up these kids, and then on that one kick where he's just sitting there, just going crazy, like that. Bro, you don't remember that shit,
Yeah,
bro?
I do,
I
but
don't
that's like
remember that
crazy
at
as
all.
shit out of
Bro.
context. Out of context, that is insane.
Nah, like, bro, he was just going crazy on a kick.
Yeah, I remember
Okay,
that.
and then number 2,
On
give me
the
Benny
kid?
the.
yeah,
On a kick,
and
on a
the
kick.
key.
Oh my god.
Yeah, on a
Oh
kick.
my god. That was a kid.
Yeah, after he made it. Yeah.
All right, number 2, give me Benny the Bull.
Oh,
The
that's a
Bulls
good
mascot,
one.
he's low key, bro. He be goofing off too, bro. There was
That's a
that one
good
clip
one.
of him spilling popcorn on somebody.
Yes,
And
he's
then one time, like he
Dude,
like
that
kicked somebody
big
out of his
bag
seat
of
or something
popcorn.
like
That
that.
big ass
Yeah,
bag of
yeah,
like
yeah.
a pie in someone's face too in the stands.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. And all like the halftime shows and shit, like Benny
I was
going crazy.
I was trying to
He's
think of
number
what
2 for me.
NBA mascot that was.
Bro, Benny the Bull is that's it. And then
what's the... Oh, my bad, keep going. My bad.
just give me the Fanatic. Just Fanatic, bro. He's iconic. He's
He is.
iconic. Like he's a geeker, but like, bro. He has to be top 3.
He's always
It's a
chirping the other
Fanatic,
team, that's
bro.
why I like
he's
him.
ugly as hell, and he just be wilding out, bro. Like,
What's the
So he's
Jaguars
gotta be up
mascot?
Bro, the one
he represents
I
the
know,
fans well,
Ryan,
honestly.
Ryan,
the
I know you
Fanatic.
talk about Ryan.
The Jaguars mascot be doing
What's his name?
crazy stuff, dude.
you
Like,
remember
yeah,
the one
like
where like the suit got like soaked or some shit, so he like he like body painted himself. It might have been the London game last year.
Oh,
or 2 years ago.
yes. Jackson DeVille. That's his name, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I have a picture, like, he's like, here.
Yeah, he's like naked. Yeah.
Yeah, I got yeah. Another funny like mascot, the Titans mascot when he was in the blow up costume, he ate.
Oh yeah, and ate the cheerleader. Yeah, that's
That's
good.
good. That's a good moment. That's a good moment for sure.
That's a good one. That's an honorable mention. With Benny the Bull.
With Benny the Bull.
Benny the Bull's top
100%.
3. He's top 3.
Stop playing with Stanford though.
Stanford tree.
Stanford tree.
Also, the Syracuse Orange. That was a good one too. It's an honorable mention.
Dude, I think Poe's got to be an honorable mention. I love Poe.
No,
Yeah,
dude, there's
Poe's
3 of them.
definitely-
That doesn't
but-
count.
That's the whole
Well, no,
point.
well, that's
Edgar
like-
Allan and Poe.
I mean, Poe, but everybody knows
Yeah, but-
Poe. Not everybody knows Edgar Allan. I think everybody knows Poe. Because, like, remember, like, they did, like, a broken leg stunt. Like, he legitimately broke his leg, and they came back.
Tore his ACL.
'Cause I remember that, because
Yeah,
I was
then he
actually
got
at the... I was actually at the game where they had to Poe... they had to carton him off in the preseason because I forget what happened, like, but he tore something, and when he came out, like, 3 weeks later, like, in WWE style, tore off the fake cast and got up out of the wheelchair. Pretty funny.
That was tough. That was so
Like the
tough.
Undertaker.
Yes,
Did
yeah,
we-
that's what it
Did
was.
we say the Texans mascot?
No, we
No.
didn't.
Texans mascot is a good one, dude. He'd be doing crazy. He'd be jumping off the top of their stadium,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
the bungee
bungee-
cord?
lining in.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Okay, so I guess I have to ask the question, what league has the best mascots?
NFL. I'm gonna say NFL.
Really? I feel
NFL's
like...
the funniest mascots.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I'd have to...
Honestly,
Yeah.
bro, like I feel like most leagues have like a solid like 3 mascots that are like really
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Like all of them do, honestly. Like and like every league has like a memorable mascot too. So like they're honestly all pretty solid. Like I don't know. I'd probably say NFL still.
Another funny mascot moment when what's the Panthers mascot name? Do we know?
Sir Purr.
When Sir Purr fielded the kickoff.
How do you have that?
I
Oh,
actually-
yeah,
I
I
actually-
can-
Crazy
Yeah, I
ass
remember
pull.
that.
Sir
yeah.
Purr fielded the kickoff. That was hilarious. And the Steelers coach, I forget what his name is. Oh my god! Right before Tomlin.
Cower?
Yeah, Bill Cowher. He was pissed.
That's kind of funny though.
That's
It was hilarious.
We can go to the next one though. The next question is Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks from drafted in the 21st century. It's a little odd, but I just
No,
sent you
that's
guys the
like,
link.
okay, so like, pretty much like best quarterbacks drafted in the first round of like in the 21st century, or like
Not
'cause
the
at
first
time
round, but drafted. Just drafted in general.
So,
So I sent you guys the link
just, like,
of all the
most
quarterback classes from
quarterbacks.
2000.
You said
Sure,
that.
your Mount Rushmore, so top 4 drafted within the 21st century.
Can you still see me?
Yeah,
No.
you're frozen.
Oh, I'm
for
frozen.
me, his camera's off. His camera's off for me.
Oh, you're frozen.
All right, hold up. I'll be back in a second.
I think it's kind of like who's best drafted quarterbacks, like like Lamar, like that.
Brady and Mahomes.
Yeah, Brady
Well, Brady
was
was
2000, right?
No, he was drafted in like the 90s.
Yeah.
No,
No, he
2000.
wasn't. Brady was drafted
I
in the
think it
90s.
was
199th pick of the 2000 NFL draft.
It was.
So Brady, that's a
Was it
lot.
99 or 2000?
So,
I sent you guys the link that has all of the quarterback classes.
Yeah.
from
I
I think
2000.
it was the,
I
it was the
just
draft
look at
after
that.
the
Just put it
99-2000 season.
Oh shit! It was 2000.
Yeah, so
Damn.
Brady Mahomes automatically.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So listen, what do we feel about keeping them out of it? Like, let's like pick quarterbacks that are
I
not
would
like our
say-
obvious ones.
Yeah, exclude.
Oh,
I think
that's
Mahomes
fair.
and Brady are like crazy lies,
Alright.
so let's just do without them.
Is that
Okay, I'm
that's
actually,
boring.
It's a
fine
good
with
shout,
that.
good
I'm fine
shout.
with that, actually.
Kenny Pickett.
He could
Hey,
be
he's
an
got a
honorable
ring.
mention,
He's got a
maybe.
ring.
Oh,
He's
Brad.
got a
He could be
ring.
an honorable mention. I don't mind that.
That's a good joke. I'm gonna say
Alright,
Cam
honestly,
Newton.
Preach.
I was just
Okay,
saying
good
honorable
shout,
mention,
actually. I was thinking Cam.
honorable mention Cam and honorable mention Andrew Luck.
Dog, Vince Young is
I
drafted
like the
in
Luck honorable
2006.
mention.
2006 Vince Young.
Yeah.
He didn't play
Wait,
that
Wyatt,
long.
Wyatt, where'd you send the shit?
Vince Young was a dog.
All right,
Wait,
so
where'd you send the-
for me,
Oh, okay.
honestly, for me, Cam's on there. Cam is definitely on there for me.
What year was he drafted?
Like 2015, I want to say it was.
2015. No.
Put Eli on there.
Oh no,
Eli,
no,
yeah.
2011. Cam was drafted in 2011. Damn.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's old.
I'd have to say,
2011.
you know what? Give me Matt Ryan on there, just for like his longevity and Breeze.
Would you take him over Joe Burrow, buddy?
Ooh,
Thinking potential.
and potential for Matt Ryan.
Ooh, Carson Palmer.
He was alright. Carson Palmer's a pretty good quarterback.
Carson Palmer was a dog.
He
Tony
was a
Romo.
good ass quarterback. Tony Romo.
Tony Romo was undrafted.
Romo-flop. Was he?
Yeah, well,
Hey,
he's
that don't
out then.
count. That don't count. He wasn't drafted.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Vic,
My four.
2001.
I was thinking
Breeze and Vic are the same year.
Stafford. Stafford, we can talk about.
Yeah.
I was looking at him.
Andrew Luck, RG3.
Okay, Luck.
Yeah, I love Luck.
Yeah,
Roger-
I feel like Cam
Rodgers.
should be on there. Oh, Rodgers is there. Okay, Rodgers then.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers, Cam.
Ooh,
Fuck,
Phillip
I got Matt Ryan,
Rivers.
low-key.
Big Ben.
Damn, this is actually hard.
This is really hard to narrow this down.
Okay. What are your metrics though? Like my metrics are not just gonna be like best of all time. Like if we just did like best quarterbacks drafted, I mean that's kind of just. I'm saying like best
That's
fit.
kinda-
I say like best fit for the team at the time. Like that's my like
No,
and
their
how good
faces
like how good
are
they
on
did.
rocks forever in the Dakotas. Who are you putting on
Matt
there?
Schaub.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, Matt Schwab. Give me
I need like a
damn, that's a good ass.
notepad. Okay, give me.
Loki, I'd say Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, Cam Newton, and
That's a good 3.
no, give me Eli Manning. Actually,
I stick with those 3. I don't know who I'd replace Cam with, but those 3 for sure.
Dan
I think
Orlovsky.
Cam's getting kicked off. For
Dude,
me.
Dan Orlovsky should not have a job.
no, but that's we can talk about that. We can talk about that next.
Nah, I don't even want to talk about that.
No, we can. I think we should talk about NFL honors just a little bit.
Give me
So bad.
Give me Big Ben. Give me Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, Eli Manning.
Okay.
Really?
I'd flip. I'd throw Rodgers in there, and then keep Eli, Drew Brees.
Yeah,
Matt
Loki.
Ryan.
No, you're keeping Matt Ryan over Big Ben.
It's kind of crazy, but
That's I don't know.
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, okay.
Fumble legend.
Rodgers can replace Matt Ryan for me. Actually.
Yeah, I think I like that, Jason.
Yeah, so Big Ben, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Eli Manning on my 2000 drafted Mount.
Taj Boyd. Taj Boyd.
All right, you guys.
You guys
I'm not gonna
remember
lie.
Taj Boyd?
You guys are sleeping on the youngins. You guys are
I-
sleeping.
Okay.
on
Hey, bro, I wanted to put Lamar. I actually wanted to put
Yeah, I
Lamar.
want to put Lamar too, but that's kind of just like too much of like a
It's
obvious.
just, bro,
pick.
like, there's too many quarterbacks that have won too many
Yes,
Super
yeah.
Bowls where it's like, I can't put a guy like Allen or Lamar. Like,
I
not
guess
that
that's
Allen would
true.
make it
Give
anyway,
me. I want to put a youngin on there. I really do.
but I don't mind it.
Give
I
me
don't mind
big.
it.
Give me Big Ben, just because longevity, crazy ass passer, insane amount of passing yards. With Big Ben, give me Aaron Rodgers,
Okay.
and then the final 2 are between Allen, Eli Manning, and Joe Burrow.
No Breeze.
Allen? Josh Allen?
no, Kyle Allen. Sorry, that was kind of stuck.
Call me crazy. Over
Yeah,
Matt
but
Ryan,
that was-
yeah.
That was funny.
No,
So
I'm
I
saying
got
it's
I got
kinda-
Ben, I got
no
Big
reason for
Ben,
it.
Aaron Rodgers. Call me crazy. I'm gonna go Eli Manning and Joe Burrow.
That's not crazy. I don't think.
Those are
I
my
look.
four.
I look. Wanted to put Flacco up there so bad, but I just don't. I just couldn't.
Obviously, outside of Mahomes and Brady.
Yeah, I think out of the youngins, Joe, I feel like would be the one that I would throw if I had to.
Yeah, everybody else give their four.
Yeah.
I agree.
That was a good question.
That's us.
That was a
That
good
was
question.
actually a
That was a
really
good question.
And then one more. This is a quick one, just a brief one. What are our thoughts on Drake May? Where do we think he's going to take a step next year, next couple of years?
I think it
None
really
of the
depends on what the
above.
Patriots. I think it really.
None of the above. How the hell does that happen?
We didn't even give like an option that there was not like a no,
He
like,
is,
question.
he is not taking the next step.
If you give him a receiver in free agency, he doesn't take a step.
I feel like Drake May could do what you need him to do, but I don't think he'll ever enter like an upper echelon of just.
Well, yeah, I feel like I guess it depends on what the Patriots do. If the Patriots just sit on their ass and don't do anything, I mean, like he's not going to do.
They
anything.
have the most cap. In
Yeah,
free
so I'm
agency this
saying
year.
they have to do something. Otherwise, it's going to flop.
There's no way they don't. They got a new head coach, and he's had head coaching experience. They have a franchise quarterback going into his second year. They have a good defense. Like, their defense is not a bad defense. I think all they need is an O-line and a receiver.
Give him T. Higgins and a little bit of help on the O line, and I think he takes a step, a big
Yeah,
step.
He needs a running back, too.
agree.
I think if I'm the Patriots and I'm going into the season, going into the offseason, I'm grabbing a receiver and I'm trading back.
Are you trading?
Maybe
back,
I
though?
don't trade back.
Yeah,
I kind
I
of
don't think-
trading back.
Trade back to like 6-ish. That way they can get past the two quarterbacks, maybe 7 behind the Raiders. They'll get past the two quarterbacks. They might take a tackle. They could take Will Campbell at 7. They could take a tackle, but I don't think they should take Tedero and McMillan. I think that they should trade back and get someone in free agency. Yeah, they have so much money to go out and get somebody. Stephon Diggs is a free agent too. Not that he'd be their top option, but that's another
Who
receiver
the-
we didn't even touch on.
Who
He
are some
would be
free
the
agent
top
running backs,
top
though?
option, which is the problem.
No way.
Cause we just talked about them needing a running back. Who are some like free agent running backs?
I don't think there's many.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I
But
don't-
with
I-
that being
we would've
said,
heard
this is
about
straying
that
away
if there's
from
money.
this is straying away from the question. I think one, the Patriots will not go another offseason without making moves. There's no way it happens again. Drake May he's played well with the people he's played with now, and he's
Ooh.
playing with bums. So I think he's going to take a big step.
We said there's not many free agent running backs. There's some names.
Let's hear him.
Such as
It was more guess.
Aaron Jones, Najee Harris, Nick Chubb, Javonte Williams. That's about the list. Rico Dowdle.
There's one
Kareem
name
Hunt.
on that list.
What?
Chubb's injury prone. He's also old, and it
Give me that.
sucks. Okay, he's
How
not
old is
injury
he?
prone. I think he's 28.
okay, so yeah, by running back standards, that is pretty old.
I mean, like Aaron Jones and Dowdle, that's too good.
He's 29.
Somebody we didn't talk about is
he's
Diggs.
shit. We just never mind.
No, Wyatt just brought him up. Just
I
now.
just,
Oh, my
yeah, I
bad,
just
my
brought him
bad,
up.
my bad.
Nick Chubb is 29. Najee would
Yeah.
be their best option
I think
because
the
Aaron
Steelers don't want
Jones is even older and even more injury prone than Nick
What about
Chubb.
Dowdle, bro? I think Dowdle's good.
Dowdle's
Dowdle's good, and they
good,
won't need to
sure.
pay him crazy amount either. But
Yeah,
I,
that's
also
what I
think,
feel like Dowdle's good for the Patriots.
I think Najee would be a great fit for the Patriots.
Is
They just need a line.
Ramondre still there?
Yeah.
But he just kind of sucks, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, they need an O-line before they start to do anything too crazy. Which is why I think they should trade back and take Will Campbell.
Did we mention
But-
somebody like Amari Cooper,
I did
Is he a
see
free
him.
agent?
He is.
Chris Godwin,
Ooh.
I think. Oh,
Chris
Keenan
Godwin's a
Allen's
free
also a
agent?
free agent.
Keenan Allen is old as fuck.
yeah, Keenan
Marquise
Allen's-
Brown.
But what do we think about Drake May, though? We know that they can make moves, but
Yeah,
like,
my bad. You're right.
you think he's not taking a step?
I think,
Nah,
I think if
I
the
don't think-
Patriots
I think
the
Jake might do
Patriots
anything.
make the moves that you're talking about, Wyatt. Like, and if they really just focus on building a strong team around him, I think he could be a good quarterback. Like, I think he could be good. Like, I think he could. Like, I don't know. Like, he's not like great, but
I don't think
know.
he ever.
He'll do what you need him to do.
cracks
I
tough.
think he could win. Like, he's the type of guy that I feel like could win like a playoff game. But
Well, I
don't
think-
he's really gonna do much more than that.
I mean, I think his question is basically assuming that the Patriots do make some moves, and will he take a step if they make some moves? I think it's kind of what the question's already assuming that the Patriots are making a move or two.
Yeah.
So I think
yeah.
that
Well, then
yeah,
yes,
he will take a
absolutely,
step.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think- so
he
I think-
he will look like a better quarterback than he did last year.
I think-
Yeah, I think given by that, yes,
actually
I
hold
think
him in
so.
like a decent regard next year. Yeah.
By the end of next season, I think he'll be scratching top 15.
I agree. I was thinking top
Yeah,
15. I was
it's
thinking
not
like right
ridiculous.
around
It's not
like
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
14, 18 kind of.
I have a question.
Ryan doesn't think so.
What are you
What up?
pondering about, my boy? Ooh.
Oh, I'm looking at a bunch of free agents right now. I'm looking at linebackers right now. Khalil Mack, Son Reddick, Matt Judon, Levante David, Dre Greenlaw, Bobby Wagner.
Dre Greenlaw.
All old as fuck, though.
Yeah, they're all really old.
All really old, but they can play still, in my opinion.
Yeah. What question were you thinking of, buddy?
It's about the Cowboys. What does Dak want to do?
Bro, Dak
Stick with the
said
Cowboys.
they're close to the Eagles.
Did he really say
Dak
that?
in the last like
I don't
2
even want
days,
to. I don't even want
Dak.
to dive into the Cowboys, bro.
Dak's smoking crack.
I don't even want to talk about them, really. He's gonna stay. He's not leaving Dallas. Jerry
Oh
Jones isn't
no,
gonna
I
let
don't
him
think.
leave.
There was
But
talk
if
about
they-
them trading Micah too.
Well, if they trade Micah, it's over. If they're not winning anything for the next 20 years.
There's so many edge
He's
rushers.
frustrated with them.
Dude, there's so many edge rushers, too.
Man, there's just a lot of free agents in general. I agree.
Yet there's
So many-
no quarterbacks.
Nope.
DeMarcus Lawrence, Chase Young, Josh Sweat, Marcus Davenport, Jerome
Josh
Baker,
Sweat.
Foley
Whatever happened to Chase
Fatukasi.
Young, bro?
He never played because of injury, and then got traded with a 5th and a 3rd round pick to the Saints.
Yeah, he's on the Saints.
Now he's just kind of like.
Kaiser White.
Bro, like Chase Young was a crazy ass prospect, bro.
Yeah.
After a while, after he left Washington, he kind of fell off.
I think that's really everything we've covered, though, right?
Yeah,
We don't
pretty
need
much.
to make it a crazy long episode.
No, I don't think so.
But hey, but this is gonna be like one of our last group football episodes before
This will be.
baseball season.
Come on, baby.
I'm so excited
on,
for
baby.
baseball.
So
I'm
next
excited.
week-
Cannot wait.
We're gonna try to do like the awards next week for like the fantasy football and whatnot in general, like dumbest take, best fantasy football, like those type of nothing too serious. Hopefully we'll have fun with it. Might throw in a suit and tie just for the shits and giggles.
For the hell of it.
But yeah, why not? So next week expected to be our last football related episode until maybe like training camp really, or
Probably
or
draft.
no the draft. Yeah, the
I
draft.
don't
We're
think,
talking
yeah.
about draft.
Or
I forgot about
when
that.
when does the trade deadline, like, not trade deadline, but when does, like, free agency open up?
July.
not too sure.
I think it's like
I feel like it's earlier than that.
Is it before or after draft?
after.
Well, they can trade during the draft, so
Well, they can trade, but... Wait, can they trade right
oh no,
now?
it starts March 10th.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, so, I mean, whenever there's a big trade, we could have a little episodes on that. Not, like, long episodes,
could.
little short bits.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
like basically just whenever we get content, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, whenever we get some big content, some big names moving around.
But
So
thank
like
you,
if
Justin.
Debo,
too.
if Debo,
Yes, sir.
Miles Garrett, Cooper Cup get traded, we'll definitely talk about that.
Definitely talk about that. Hop on.
But
I've been waiting to get on one of these.
dude, I know it's definitely past your
Welcome.
bedtime.
Way past my bedtime.
But thank you for coming on for sure. It was-
Yeah,
it was
we
nice to
appreciate
have
it.
you.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for having me.
on that note, we're gonna wrap things up on our end here. So what a season it's been! It's been a long, winding road for the NFL, for Ravens fans, for us, for fantasy. It's been just a long road leads to here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching us for over the past few weeks. We'll be sure to have some more content coming up in the next few weeks. So hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.